ties that thread and tangle tight. Diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway. Persona non grata carried far away. When walls talk back and windows cry, boundaries drawn under heavy skies. In the space between the set and scene lies a story that cuts unclean. Hold the ties that thread and tangle tight. Diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway. Persona non grata carried far away. Persona non grata carry far away.
Blazing in the sun's fierce light, a figure stands tall in the dead of night. Shadows crawl, but he doesn't sway, a sentinel guarding the break of day. Words like fire burn through the air, a defender of dreams and the world's despair. Facing storms with an unyielding grin, the fight for truth always starts within. Stand tall, golden hair in the wind. The tides may rise, but we won't give in. Through the chaos, a beacon so bright, leading us all to the edge of the fight. The world quakes as the battle ignites. Through the smoke he's a vision of might. Foes gather aiming from every side, but he moves with purpose and endless pride. Try to break him with venom and lies, but he soared like an eagle, piercing the skies. A symbol of hope when the night is long, a melody rising, a defiant song. Stand tall, golden hair in the wind. The tides may rise, but we won't give in. Through the chaos, a beacon so bright, leading us all to the edge of the fight.
So now they're crying over toys. Toys made in China. They say tariffs will ruin Christmas. I say good. Maybe it's time your kids learn where things come from. Not everything shows up in a box with a smile. We gave China our factories. They gave us cheap junk. Now we take it back. And if a few kids miss out on plastic garbage this year, blame the deals you voted for.
I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
Hey folks, welcome back. This is Chris. It's Night Owls. A pleasure to have you join me once again. Yeah, it's well, what a cool evening. Pretty excited about the day, how it's gone today. It took a lot of effort, and a shockingly difficult effort as people play games as we approach that 100,000 subscriber mark. Some people apparently think it's funny to play games, but whatever. We're there now. But thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate your oh, there's the bunny again. Oh, that bunny. He looks a little different tonight. What's that? He's wearing a party hat. Hey, the Bugger Off Bunny wishing us 100,000 subscribers. How's that? Wow. Wow. Look at that. The Bugger Off Bunny. Welcome back. Hey, folks. How y'all doing out there? Wow. Man, tell you what. I'm tired tonight. It took some effort to get up. It's been a long day. Prepping videos this morning, doing my interview with Dan Root, then my news program, then Ronaldo. Then I spent an hour and a half doing a X, what do you call those, chat rooms or whatever, when you do those broadcasts on X, on Twitter. Did that with Hugh Stridham and Jack Miller and Alex Newman. After that, made another video. Then did a video stream on the 100,000 subscribers that we achieved as a team, and then did my radio show for 2 hours, and it's 11 o'clock at night, and I'm kind of knackered, folks, but it's good to see you all here with me again. Chantel Fenter, Belinda Duplessis, Peter Wick, Vilma Erasmus, Rodney Klomfoss. Please look at the William Pelzer interview. Why do you want me to look at the William Pelzer? Why? Please tell me why. Why, Rodney? Nita DeVos, congratulations. Thank you for everything. Most of us, thank you for your kind heart and willingness to help us. My pleasure. And Pig Daddy, South Africa, good morning. Felicity Maritz, congratulations. Thank you so much. Karen Long, you're exhausted. Okay. You got a blob moving towards you. It's your cat. That's funny. I don't know if I told you, my friend who's 86, Gary, he has a cat. It's a big cat too. Got as a kitten several months ago, and the thing is huge. Anyway, it got out recently, and he didn't have a chip at the time. It's chipped now, but the cat got out. I went over to see Gary to say hello, and he was kind of bummed out because he would never admit it, but he got kind of attached to this cat pretty quickly, and he thought it was gone forever. And so we chatted a bit, and I tried to cheer him up and said, "Hey, don't worry about it. He's not gone very far." He'd wandered from his house, like, almost 800 meters over this direction looking for the cat through a construction zone, the new neighborhood that's being built next door, because it's between us and his house. And he didn't find the cat. And when I left there, I said, "No, he's probably close. He's probably just around the house somewhere in the bushes or something like that." So when I left, I called to the cat, and no answer, pss, 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 pss. It didn't come. Cat's name is Louie. Anyway, thankfully, a few hours later, they found Louie crouched in the bushes next to the house. He's back in the house now, and he's been chipped. But poor Gary was really bummed out about that cat. I appreciate how people get attached to their pets. Francois Dieger says, good morning, 14 Rand. Not slept since Wednesday. My goodness, I hope that's not a bad thing. You've just been busy responding to what's going on. Jeez. Well, it is Wednesday here. It's still Wednesday, but, you're 6 hours ahead. Arctic is here. What's up, Arctic? Rebecca, how's it going? And we've got a scrolling banner, but this needs a little bit of work. But here it is, folks. We'll put this up now. Needs a little bit of work, okay? Good morning, Fabian. How's it going? Oh, to all the car guards. Yeah, I forgot about them. The Neanderthals, the Canines, the right-wing podcasters, and the car guards. Forgot all about them. Now, there's a problem with this banner. First off, the music link doesn't work, so please don't try to go to it. Also, it's kind of jerky. It needs to be fixed a little bit. Tony Nage. Oh, my goodness. What's going on in the oil sands, man? Haven't talked to you in a while. Dylan Warren, I see you over in Ronaldo more often than you're here, you traitor. The Gulag Archipelago. No biggies. He's Muslim after all. Who's Muslim? Frank Kaleson says, congrats. Thank you so much for that. And who else we got there? Marnus, okay. Carnival's notification went off. Woke Yin Yang now. He's doing his four-wheel drive impersonation. I mean, no rest. Is that a cat, Karen? Yin Yang, your cat? AJ Quinn. Well, that's party. Okay, cool. And there's a super chat coming in from Ernst. 100,000, fantastic. Well done. Thank you for unwavering support. Sub. You're very welcome. It's my pleasure. You have a lot of friends. Yeah, I also have a lot of people that are just jerk-offs, too, Chantel. Sorry, that's not directed at anybody here. So I'm going to turn that banner off because it's actually distracting me at the moment. Yeah, so one of the viewers put that together. We can improve on that. Maybe come up with a purple background. Purple background. White letters. Bold letters. So several people were very kind and trying to keep me up to date. People running their mouth about me. There are some people in a Refugees Pets group who are disrespectful, rude, jerk-offs who are running their mouth and lying about me, saying that all kinds of stupid things about me. Well, you know, I wish you nothing but misery. You're evil, nasty people, and I hope that you suffer terrible fates for being such asses. I don't talk about you sorry losers who do this sort of thing, and you run around and run my reputation down and run my name down because you're losers and you can't deal with reality. So anyway. Yeah, a lot of friends, but also some jerks out there. But the better you're known, the more your name gets out there. You always run into hateful shrews, nasty people. You know, the eucalyptus tea sucking crowd, those sorts of losers in life. Yeah, the Colonel travels so fast, he suffers from delayed jet lag. That's right. If you're tired, maybe have an early night. We'll see, expat fam. We'll see. Hey, CB, how's it going? Xavier Grayling's here. What's up, man? El-Marie Mayer, thank you for the congratulations. I appreciate that. Dylan Warren, thank you as well. Expat family Joubert. Okay. All right. Francois, not slept. Okay. And then we've got Rainier Brits. Welcome to you. That's actually morning. Good morning. How are you doing? Thank you. Guy Spritz. Okay. Thank you. Hello. Mary Stolz. Stolz means proud. Auf Deutsch. Ich bin stolz auf dich. Hello, Chris from North Dakota. Yeah, North Dakota. That's like southern Canada. It's way up there, man. You know, it's crazy. Wait till you get to the winter time. I'm going to tell you, you're going to be sorry you're in North Dakota. It's quite nasty up there. Lots of snow. They get a lot of snow in North Dakota. They got lots and lots of snow. It gets quite cold there. I'm telling you, yeah, for sure. It's really a cold place in the winter time. Yeah, called North Dakota. No, I've been in North Dakota. You know, I was in North Dakota when was that? That was in June. I was in North Dakota and I tried to go through the mountains and it was snow. Couldn't go through the pass. It was cold up there in North Dakota. I'm telling you, in June. Can you imagine this in June? They still had snow. Of course, this is before climate change. So things are different now. I understand they got beaches in North Dakota now. Quite lovely in the summertime. It's not cold like it once was, you know, none of them glaciers. So no, it's thank you for the global warming. It makes people complain about the global warming, but I'm telling you, in North Dakota, it's much nicer in the summertime now. No more snow. Yeah, it's lovely. I hope you enjoyed it up there, Mary. Yeah, very, very much helping the asylees. There's no asylees. Please stop telling people that. That's not true. No, there's no asylum. This is only for the refugees. Only for the refugees. Xavier Grayling says, congrats, well done, well deserved. Words fail to explain gratitude. Well, thank you so much, Xavier. I appreciate it. Chris Kruger, welcome to you. Is there sound with that banner? I didn't hear any sound. Okay. Arctic rags on the banner and then Holden likes it. Yes, you're killing me. I didn't do it. One of the viewers put it together. I appreciate the effort. Yaku Basson, welcome to you. Fungi Benedict, nice to see you again. Thank you for participating. Well, thank you for coming earlier. Okay, Dr. Fungi, I'm very confused. I'm very confused. You don't have to explain here, but I didn't know you from Eve when people mentioned you to me. But your avatar is a lovely black lady. You live in Belgium. You have an accent that sounds Flemish. Yet I heard you say you're an Afrikaner during that stream. I might have misheard. So you can imagine how confused I was at the end of that thing. I was a little puzzled by it all. But thank you for the invitation. Appreciate it. And it was great to see, your background in anthropology. I love anthropology. I did postgraduate work in anthropology. When I was at Iowa State University, I did a tailored program I put together on on international development studies. So the program was international development studies, master's degree program at Iowa State, and I had 3 disciplines. There was cultural anthropology, international political economy, and community and regional planning. You're not going to find many Army officers, if any others, who have that kind of background. It was pretty cool. Petzer interview with the farm tech. Yeah, what about it, Rodney? What about it? People ask me to watch it. Why? I'm asking why. Arctic, you ease up on the scotch tonight, okay? Daniel Callahan says, "Am I a jerk off?" I don't know. Are you a jerk off, Daniel? Why would you be a jerk off? Were you disrespectful and rude to me without any basis? I don't know you from Adam, Daniel. Why would you? What are you looking for trouble here? Wow. See how it starts? Also, a small Indaba logo of the banner would be a nice touch. Yeah, that'd be cool, Holden. Yeah. Well, I didn't give much guidance. The gentleman offered to do it. I just gave, and he went with it. So, okay. They don't sound. Oh, for sure, they do sound like that. North Dakota. I've been to North Dakota, man. I'm telling you, it's quite like that. It's like Minnesota. In Minnesota, Shawnee will tell you. No, Shawnee grows here. She'll tell you all about Minnesota. You know, she does. That lady was having sex with the little feller. Yeah, for sure. No, they're having sex. No, I've been to Minnesota. Yeah. All these states, they settled by people from Scandinavia. The people eat lutefisk. They love it. I think the women of type B. I have no idea what that is. Culinary Pirates is back. Anthony von Blairk was going to start an NGO for the pets, but after all the BS talked about you, Colonel, I canceled the venture. Yeah. Well, Anthony, thank you. Not that you canceled, but thank you. Yeah. What was all the BS talking about me? I mean, there's some really hateful, disgusting, vile, repulsive human beings. Why were they saying crap about me, about pets? Why? That's unbelievable. I mean, ungrateful pricks. I hope they suffer miserably in life. And I hope they're all denied the refugee program for being such asses, such rude people. Yes, it goes to minus 30. Well, yeah, I know, Mary, I know. But I love North Dakota. It's a lovely place. That's not my favorite spot, but it's nice there. I love me some Idaho, and I love me some begins with a W, ends with a G. Don't tell the refugees. So grateful I woke to water being restored. Well, that's good. Oh, it's white. Oh, that's kind of crazy. Sloth Puppy, what's up, man? There's an OG. Thea Geezer, welcome to you. I didn't rag on the banner. I just deleted it. Shutters a little bit, kind of. Yeah, no, I got you. How did you delete it? Peter Wick, 40 rand super chat. Thank you for that. Illness is exhausting. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, Chris is still illness. Yeah, he's really hanging in there, Chris. Shift ends in 43 minutes and going home to bed. Need to do unabridged certificates tomorrow. Okay, good luck with that. Mandy Fernroy, and hello to you. Congrats on the 100,000. Thank you. Johan Ricke, which areas does not snow in America? Why are you afraid of the cold? Cold is amazing. Snow is awesome. Unless you don't know how to drive in it. You don't really get snow in Florida, in parts of South Texas, but you still get it in Texas. But you pretty much get snow everywhere. Just a question of how much you get. So, Southern California, they also don't get there. Africana Asylum Seekers, we applied in 2019. Yeah, I didn't say they weren't, but I'm sorry to tell you, most of you are going to fail. We don't grant asylum to very many people. Lisa Kleinhans, okay. Yeah, he looked funny, kind of like funny. What's that, Tony? He looked funny. Alabala's laughing. Daniel says, I wonder if Afrikaners in Australia would qualify for refugee status so they can move back to South Africa. Daniel, you never answered the question. Or did I miss your answer? Haley says, thank you for all you do. Congratulations on 100,000. There's many more viewers. Anyone who's disrespectful should be honestly get a life. Exactly. It's really pathetic, but they are. I've seen some of the stuff that some of these hateful shrews are saying on Facebook and nasty people stuff. The problem is that there are some real losers who are Afrikaners who consider themselves to be important and leaders. And when someone tells the truth, I'm not even going after these people. I tell the truth and exposes their lies and fraud and their ignorance, and their feelings hurt, so they come after me. Well, it's not my fault that you ran around and ran your mouth and didn't know what you're talking about and spread lies and stupidity, misleading other Afrikaners, and then they watch my stuff and they come back and refute you, and so you attack me. Piss off, losers. Daniel, I don't think that those in Australia would be able to do it because they have a safe haven. But an odd thing about the statement of interest, it asks what country you're in, which is weird because this is in-country resettlement, so I'm not really sure why they do that. Anyway, hey, you're there, you want to try to slip into America, no one's stopping you from filling out the statement of interest. You're just going to have to fly to South Africa to get the interview. And you better have a permanent residence in South Africa. Anthony Park says, all you ever did was the facts and my analysis, which is based on facts. Thank you for that. Your favorite spot. My favorite spot? Or are you talking to someone else? I'm not sure. My favorite spot where? In North Dakota? NDK, how's it? Did you hear? No, I don't live in Idaho. No. I don't live in Idaho. I live in Pennsylvania. Snow sucks. Don't lie to the Africans. Snow is amazing. Snow. Your kids will love the snow. Daniel Callahan's really pushing for something here. Says the Midwest is not a nice place to live. A flat wasteland. South is where it's at. Nope. South is full of social upheaval, bugs, insects, mosquitoes, humidity, viciously high temperatures, low educational outcomes. Midwest, productive industrial heartland of America, agricultural heartland of America, absolutely beautiful, wonderful, good people. Nah, Daniel, very confused. You're very confused about where the good stuff is. Yeah, I didn't say it never snowed in Florida Arctic. I didn't say that. I said it tends not to snow there. Ease up on the scotch. Culinary Pirates, 35 Rand Super Chat, just for the celebration. All the hardest part of the mountain is just the top. We'll all be okay. Well, let's hope so. Ernst, 8 days to start a treatment. Lynette Taylor, sorry, a bit late this morning. That's quite all right. Snow cones. Old snow cones are nice, yes. Yeah, I like snow cones. Especially the bubblegum flavor. Those are pretty good. No, the marshmallow. No. What is it? What flavor is that? Yeah, I guess it's marshmallow flavor. Pretty good stuff. And the raspberry. Oh, the raspberry. Okay, I turned off my crown in settings. Privacy. I'm not here to compete for chatting count levels. Yeah, that's what you're talking about, Tony and Age. I don't even know how you turn that off. That's something new that YouTube introduced. They sent me a note finally today explaining what it was, but I haven't had time to read it. So, yeah, it's there. So I didn't turn that thing on. So anyway, yes, there are very rude people out there, Linsiki. They have penis envy. That's what it's all about. The losers that want attention, and when they're exposed to their own stupidity, they blame the people that aren't even going after them. Fargo, he was kind of funny. Yeah, no, Tony knows where that came from. Tony, that's right, from the movie Fargo. That's right. Yeah, so you were sleeping with the little feller. Yeah, no, for sure. We were having a little feller. Yeah. What a great movie. William Macy, one of his best performances ever. Yeah, remember to click the like. Yeah, please hit the like button, folks. Just 77 likes. Ouch, that sucks at this hour. Bringing pets to America is extremely expensive. Getting nasty to you is crazy. Exactly, expat family. Just a bunch of lying sacks of horsemen, or that are attacking me. I mean, I just told you the facts. Also, I told you that the feelings are hurt because the people. I'm guessing. I don't know why, but I'm guessing their feelings are hurt because they're stupid. Because they lied and came on my program, some of them, and they're running around claiming that it only costs $200 to ship pets here because, as like many Afrikaners, they're trying to mislead you and distort things so that you wind up being heartbroken, leaving your pets behind because you're not going to have you think you need 4,000 Rand to ship your pets, and you get a bill for 88,000 Rand, and you're going to be heartbroken. And then, old Colonel Chris is going to be right, and those people are going to be long gone, laughing their butts off because they're hateful shrews. Yep. Nope. Yep. Congratulations, you get 100,000 people to see subscribe. Thea came here. She's here with a social security number, with job interviews, and maybe some really good news here in the next couple of days. Thea's here. She had to leave her pets behind because she got a quote. So these people run their mouth about me. Just anyway, whatever. Kids love snow until they get sick. They don't get sick from the snow. Oh my gosh, Arctic, are you one of those mysterious, those superstitious believers? Ladies and gentlemen, you don't get sick because of the cold. And it's not because your body temperature goes up and down. That is simply not true. That is not true. You get sick because in wintertime, people cloister closer together inside, and one gets sick and it spreads around like wildfire. Whereas in the spring and summertime, you tend to be outside and further apart from people, and it's less likely to transmit it. Yes, there is a possibility that your body temperature changing rapidly from this, that, and the other can push your immune system to warm your body up and, to fight all things. And that does make you more susceptible. But that's not the reason why it spreads. It spreads because you're too close together in wintertime. You notice that people live alone and never interact with people tend not to get sick. Why is that? Because they're not going near the pathogens. It's nothing to do with the summer or winter. Starting to think we will have to give our pets away if we go to be unrealistic expensive when you can use money for a car deposit a house. Well, those are things. Daniel, where are you at? You said something about liking the South, but you didn't mention where. Are you in Alabama? That gross snow that's on the sidewalk gutter. Well, 331 inches of snow this season. Good God. See, never got sick. Exactly. It's not the wintertime that makes you sick, folks. Lesotho is getting snow this weekend. I'm not surprised. Royden Janssen van Rensburg says, hopefully you're well. Any news of the past attack in Brits? No, I have nothing to share with you new about that. Congrats, Chris, Willem Janssen van Rensburg. The Janssen van Rensburgs are making appearances here. Finally got, I don't have 110,000, I have 100,000. Your hard work's paying off. Let's hope it's just a start. Geese Blitz says, another friend of mine took his pit bull over. Cost was around 90,000. When the dog arrived in Australia, it died during the flight. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. Gideon Maloney says, thanks for explaining you don't get sick from the cold. I've been saying for years. Well, guys, among the many other things that I've done, I have a background in epidemiology. I'm not an epidemiologist, but I'm an intelligence officer who studies threats. And vectors and diseases are threats to troop safety and operational readiness. Therefore, it's something I delved into deeply. Very deeply. Ebola, Lassa fever, hantavirus, all that stuff. Yep. Daniel says, born and raised. Tennessee. Oh, Dan, you're in Tennessee. Well, Tennessee's a beautiful place. I said so earlier on the radio broadcast. Love Tennessee. Volunteer State's a wonderful place. My brother lives in Nashville. Yep. Never got sick riding a bike all winter. Cold can't make you sick. Yeah, it's viruses that make you sick. CBRN training. Why are you doing chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear training? What's going on there, Holden? What are you up to? Do you know something you don't know? Is Iran up to something? No, that means snow on the Drakensberg is going to be cold for Durban. It was chilly last night. Rained a bit. Okay. NDK says Nashville with a thumbs up. Well, an okay sign. Isn't that racist? Okay. I remember that stupidity. Oh, man, there's some really stupid people. I've seen the video circulating purporting to be Americans, black Americans singing Shoot the Boar. I've seen that. I don't know where it's at. I'd love to do a video on that, and I may have to just to ask the question, like, where the heck is this at? But I'd much rather prefer to have more information. If anybody knows the provenance of that video, where it took place, and where I can find the original, I'd be very grateful so I can comment on it. You said, good morning, alcohol. No. King Shane. I didn't say King Shane. Good morning, Colonel. Okay. NASA warned about billions of tons of water ejected into the atmosphere from the Tonga undersea volcano. Oh, wow. It's going to come down eventually. No, it's not man-made. Petrus Funderlinde, welcome to you from Gordon's Bay. Hey, how's it going, man? Have you seen any elephant seals on the streets in Gordon's Bay, my friend? I'm telling you, the elephant seals were looking for the consulate in Cape Town, and they landed on the wrong side of False Bay. Hence the reason why it's called False Bay. It lures in the sailors and the elephant seals. That poor elephant seal was wandering down what's that, Sir Lowry's Pass Road, looking for the KFC and the consulate. Unfortunately, couldn't find either one. Nothing grows in winter. It's a struggle. This is true. But I've not been part of a farm attack and discrimination against white males to find work and not an option. What does it take to be part of the refugee program? Gideon, we've answered this, but we'll entertain it. Very little. Read the webpage. All it says is South African National. Who? Well, let's just go there. We'll make it simple for people, okay? All right. ZA, usembassy.gov. Ta-da! Ooh, I love how it like does this when it arrives now. It's pretty cool. It's like it's like Lauder. Dun dun. Yeah. I love that. That's pretty cool. So let's just go there now to the U.S. Embassy website. It's live. That's right. Let's go there right now. Okay. Of course, there's nobody there at that hour except the security people. There, U.S. Embassy, Department of State, Refugee Admissions Program for South Africans. Not for white people, not for Afrikaners. And here are the requirements. To be eligible, you must be a South African national. You must be an Afrikaner ethnicity or a member of a racial minority and must be able to articulate a past experience of persecution or a fear of future persecution. So my question to you, Gideon, is do you fear future persecution? Can you tell people why you fear future persecution? That's all it takes. That's all it takes. People should get realistic and get a good new parent for their pets. Urban music. Love the radio show. Oh, thank you, Alexia. Yeah. No, seriously, I went to the exchange at Rhine Mine Air Base, and I'm looking for, I think it wasn't Peebo Bryson. I think I was looking for, what's his name there? Anyway, and then the guy's like, soul music. You mean urban? I'm like, what? Crazy. Thank you, Betts Corb. Yes, you need a passport. Yes, you do. Chris getting to his 100,000 subscribers like playing the Temu free gift games. Once you get to 99%, it takes so long. That's true. It took almost a week to go 1,000 subscribers, which is odd because in the last 28 days, I've gained 19,700 subscribers, which is amazing. So that's with a week of just getting 1,000. So, wow. Skeptical certainty. Trust but verify. I love the trust but verify. That's a Reagan statement. Natasha Postumus is back. Good to see you again, Natasha. Welcome back. And now and again, there's a flu in China. Yes, there's the NB181 version that they're covering up. Gideon says, I must have missed it. No need to apologize, Gideon, but I've said it many, many times. Hopefully that answers the question. I love Lewisberry, Pennsylvania, Harrisburg. Got awesome friends living there. You love Lewisberry? Boy, you have very low standards. No, just kidding. I know Lewisberry. Not my favorite place. That's not bad, just not my favorite place. In Joburg at age 7, I was beaten in the head with a rock and my father attacked with a lawnmower blade. Good Lord, Patrick, that's scary. Yannicka Renke, welcome to you. Alfonso Ferreira, you must be a car guard. Oh, stop that. That talk. We've been talking about it nonstop for 4 months. Exactly, Arctic. That's exactly my response. Every South African should be in fear because the ANC is in power. There you go. NDK says, excellent, so well deserved. Thank you so much. Yo, sorry I'm late for work, says Milk and Honey. I assume you're busy with the bees. Lynette Taylor, a question, please. Sorry if it's been asked, but will they interview the whole family or just the adults in the household? Lynette, I don't know the full answer to that. I've talked to some folks, and the entire family is expected to be there. I also talked to others, and the spouse couldn't come because they had to guard the farm. They just happened to be farmers, and they had to stay. Otherwise, they were in jeopardy, and the embassy or the PRM was understanding of that, and the spouse went instead. So I don't know the answer, but be prepared to bring everybody, certainly the adults. Race was alleged, but I'm sure that they're understanding. I mean, if kids are in school, they're probably not going to expect you to pull them out. Race was allegedly invented in the 16th century. Well, Catherine, I may be incorrect then. I understood it was created in the 19th century by European sociologists to justify their colonialism. Maybe I got that wrong. No, that's incorrect, Strong Boy. I have not seen Elon Musk criticize Donald Trump. He criticized Congress's bill. And the media are lying to you, and people fall for it because they don't know how our government works. It's not President Trump's big, beautiful bill. He may claim that, but the bill is written by Congress, and Congress has to pass and send the president. They haven't done that. So he's not criticizing Trump. He's criticizing the bill, which deserves criticism. So I disagree with that statement, Strong Boy 199. You're reading headlines. I know the politics and the political science. Lynette Taylor, you're very much welcome. Veroshka's back. Boy, you're seeing her a lot now. Good to see you there. Yuri Simon, boy, welcome back to you. I haven't seen you in a bit. Good morning to you. It's funny because those who only speak English, you guys are always saying more. How do you like it? No, you're saying more, saying good morning. But people that don't speak Afrikaans don't realize that. The seal was in his way for the parcel, especially the fish shop. He got lost. No, he was looking for the consulate and the KFC. Yes, they're on fantastic terms. No, Strong Boy, okay. No. See, that's what the media does. Musk criticizes Trump. Musk didn't criticize Trump. They're trying to stoke trouble. Like the people that are running their mouth about me and the pets. They're eating the dogs or eating the cats of the people in Springfield. Gabriel, man, from der Schweiz. Na, wie geht's, du alte Knabe? Schon lange Zeit du da bist. Neben uns. Tja, ich habe Angst, dass etwas nicht gut dir gegangen ist. Yeah, okay, increase the budget when the national U.S. credit rating was downgraded seems irresponsible. Agreed, Holden Caulfield, and that's what Elon Musk is saying. Jeff, $10, congrats. Thank you for all you're doing. Thank you for the $10. Okay, congratulations. I was told that my car is his dream car and he may come take it by a security guard. I missed something there. Expat family. I'm sorry, I missed something there. You must have said something about that story previously. Yeah, anyway, 229 people currently here. It is early. It is 5:37 in South Africa, 4:37 in the United Kingdom and Ireland. The lost Ireland, gone forever. The Irish have no homeland now. They gave it away. Strong Boy, that's why I trust your information. Well, it's my analysis. You don't have to agree with it. Some of the people in the pets obviously don't agree with it. They think that, they're perfectly welcome to spread, false stories and lie about me, but that's their prerogative. Stupid people should wear signs. Would I, as a person with a disability, be looked after in terms of accessibility? Should I apply for refugee status? Well, I don't know what you mean by terms of accessibility, Cameron. What do you mean by that? I can tell you that in the 1990s, the United States government passed federal legislation known as the Americans with Disabilities Act, which requires all public facilities to have accessibility for people who are wheelchair bound and that sort of thing. Also, you can't be discriminated against because you have a disability if you're able to work. So I'm not sure what you mean by accessibility. Should I apply for refugee status? Well, Cameron, I can't answer the question for you. Do you feel safe in South Africa? Are you concerned that you will become a victim of a crime or murdered or denied access or grants or whatever because of your ethnicity? If you feel that way, then you should consider putting a statement of interest in. Oh, the song. Sorry, Xavier. Stella 4, welcome to Lynette van Niekerk. I see in news post allegedly only 9 refugees arrived last week. Yes, once again, they got it wrong. It's not 9. It's not 9. It wasn't a lot, but it's not 9. Pet guys are as stupid as drinking kale. They can just apply for Apollo's aid on the SPECA website. There you go. Cameron, America is a lot more accessible for disabled people. Oh, much more than South Africa. I don't know if that's what he's getting at, Arctic. I don't know why somebody even asked that question. This is the most handicapped, accessible country on the planet. Ever since I started listening to your channel, I can't watch mainstream media anymore. That's because they lie, Heidi. They lie. Used to be a news junkie. Now they make me noises. Yes, and look, I mean, you don't have to believe me. I just show you and give you the receipts and show you how they're lying. I mean, look, any journalist, any news outlet that claims that Donald Trump in that meeting said that pushed the white genocide narrative is a liar. He was asked the question directly. You can watch the video. I have the entire interview. Donald Trump was asked directly in a set-up question to embarrass him by a South African reporter, and he didn't fall for it. Mr. President, do you still believe there's a white genocide? To which Trump said, I'm not convinced of that. And then they run stories lying about him, saying he was pushing a white genocide narrative. No, the media are doing that. Yeah, so it just shows you how fraudulent they are. Stayed in KZN during riots and seeing a stadium full of people chanting after Malema is super scary. Well, I got you, Lynette. There you go. That's all I need to hear as an immigration or as a PRM officer. You told me that. Odin's Vikings is back. Welcome back. Mornay Posthumus. Now we got 2 Posthumuses in here. Chris Sten is here. Anika, okay. When are the ANC going to rename the town Pol Pot? Yeah, well, they're going to name Santon Drive Leila Khaled Drive. She's a terrorist. Mike is in from Pennsylvania. How's it going there, fellow Pennsylvanian? Okay, people don't know Chris, and a kind of weird thing to Google, but everyone from airports, hotels, shops, restaurants are ADA compliant. Okay, gotcha, Arctic. Yeah, everything is ADA compliant, but government buildings have to be. Why did Katie Hobbs veto that bill? I don't trust that woman at all. Katie Hobbs. Isn't Katie Hobbs the British lady? Did I miss something? Congrats on your 100,000. Do you believe they will only look at the statement of interest or both emails and then the selection with the interviews? What emails are you talking about, Apocalypse Ninja? There's no email. Are you talking about from previously? I believe that that's shut down. They're not looking at those anymore. Only the statement of interest. But I don't know that for a fact. Cameron, born with cerebral palsy, currently a SASA beneficiary, and I can't get employment. I've been mugged. Well, there you go. Cameron. If you decide to do the program, state that's the reasons. You're vulnerable. White people are being singled out and being attacked, and you have cerebral palsy, and you feel unsafe in the country because of your race. I mean, if that's how you feel, sorry to hear that. Glad to see you're hanging in there with cerebral palsy. How much of the $800 billion in artificial intelligence infrastructure will be devoted to coal or nuclear power plants? I don't know the answer to that question, Holden. How to read the mainstream media, just turn it to the opposite, which might be the truth. Arctic is saying, Cameron, apply. Haley says, I'm sorry to trouble. My son is asking, what is your favorite car brand? Sorry for the question. Oh, well, he's 10 years old, Haley. Okay, well, is he watching? I hope not. It's really early. So, Haley, my favorite car brand, I don't know that I have a favorite brand. I have favorites, I should say. I love BMW. Bayerische Motorenwerke is the ultimate driving experience. Yeah, ultimate driving machine. BMWs are amazing. I love them. That said, I've never owned one. I've never owned one. I've just rented them and driven them or traveled in them. Not a big fan of Daimler-Benz, Mercedes-Benz products. I do like Toyotas. Toyota's a good, durable brand. I've got a Toyota 4Runner, which is kind of like a Fortuner, except a much bigger engine and an automatic instead of a standard, which I didn't want, but that's when it came. I've had it since 2004, so it's 21 years old, and it doesn't even have 160,000 kilometers on it. So Toyota is very durable. I like Toyotas. I had a Volvo. I like that, but now they're owned by the Chinese, and I'm not buying any Chinese garbage. So the Swedes sold their soul. Jacob gave 140 Rand Super Chat. 100,000 times. Thank you for being our voice. You're very welcome. So, Haley, I hope that answers the question. I'd say it's probably BMW. Like BMWs. There's a brand here in America now called Genesis. I don't know what that's all about. I've seen a couple of them. They're interesting cars. I think they're really expensive cars, but I'd like to check into it. Oh, is that the one in Arizona, Holden? Okay, what's the one in the UK? Katie, what's her name? What's the one in okay, I'm confused. Okay, I was checking the subscribes until I fell asleep last night and missed it. What time? It hit about 5 p.m. Around 5 p.m. here, just before 5 p.m. 4:30. But people are playing games. Some little jerk-offs are going on there, and they were subscribing and playing games. I don't know how people get the light out of it. Watching it go up to 99,980, 85, 88, 92, 94, 96, 98, 96, 98, 95, 97, 94, 85. People just being jerks. So, anyway, should have hit it for a couple hours prior, but whatever. There's Shawnee Grows. Woohoo! What's going on there, Shawnee? Checking this. Is it still hot there? The air sucks here. Man, you hear me wheezing when I was talking earlier. Those freaking Canadian fires. Ugh. Yep. Annalie Erasmus, can you say my surname? Erasmus, yeah. Well, you can't go by me. I'm not your typical American. I pronounce things with German pronunciation. If they look at Erasmus, is how I would say it in German. So, yeah. So that's Americans probably say Erasmus. They probably say Erasmus. Okay. Toyota or Ford. I'm not a Ford, but they have nice looking trucks. Yaku. Jack up 140. I already got that. Okay. Great to see so much support for the channel. It is good to see that. Arizona Governor Colonel, that's the one. She vetoed the bill to ban cop from buying land near military bases. Oh, the CCP, not cops. Sorry. And there's a super chat coming from Yuri Simon. Please need advice from Wyatt. What advice do you need? BMW. Okay. Oh, that. Yeah. Okay. The CCP. I don't know what's going on. She's a leftist, isn't she? It's the one that beat out, what's her name, the female combat pilot I know, McSally. I don't often judge you for your views, BMW. Now I judge you harshly. Maynard, thank you for your subscription. Johan Fonda, Trump shared a Truth Social post about it. He did? Okay, let me go there and check it out. Thank you for the super chat, Johan Fonderkopf. Okay, let me go to Truth Social. Why are you judging me about BMW? They're amazing. It is the ultimate driving machine. Trump's criticism out there, violent crime receives unexpected local support. That's a Fox News story. That's not him. What did you say? He shared one? What is your take on the Trump-Elon disagreement? There is no Trump-Elon disagreement. Odin's Vikings. The media is saying that. Elon doesn't agree with the bill, which is written by Congress. The dispute is with Mike Johnson, not with Donald Trump. Energy consumption, artificial intelligence will outpace the current electric grid. Yes, I think you're right about that. We already see that cryptocurrency. What is the harm it's done to the electric grid? Yes, they can pronounce it. Come try the Van der Meves and the Van der Hoevens, the Van Skalkviks. Good morning, Colonel. Congrats on it. Thank you, Marius. Appreciate that. Yes, he's getting ready for school here in Northwest. Okay. Brits, be careful out there. Katie Hopkins. Okay, that's okay. Katie Hopkins. Thank you. Jeez. Okay, that's very confused. Yeah, Katie Hobbs is that evil leftist with the glasses and the bleach blonde hair in Arizona, and Katie Hopkins is the entertaining British lady. Thank you for that. It's late. What's the URL to apply? I'm thinking. Oh, come on, Cameron. I showed it earlier. ZAUSembassy.gov. ZAUSembassy.gov. Genesis, that's a Hyundai model. Oh, is it? Is that the deal, Mike? I didn't know that. I was curious about that. Shawnee says, I'm here. I was live doing a show about vertical gardening. It's cool off 70s now. Well, that's good. You still have the wildfire smoke. We got that too. It sucks. Yeah, vertical gardening is pretty cool. Really saves a lot of space. Great for urban spots. There's another super chat from Stefan Tennyson. Thank you for the 14 rand. Okay. What advice do you need, Yuri? What's my opinion about North Dakota? Strong boy. You were here when I was talking about North Dakota like a few minutes ago. It's fine. Jackup's in Minnesota too. Truth. Okay. Yeah, but that's not him. That's Fox News. So I'm clicking on it now. Trump's criticism of a violent crisis receives unexpected local support. The country averages 40 homicides per 100,000 residents compared to global figure of 4 per 100,000. Okay, I'm trying to see what here is special about it. Trump's focus on violent crime is a strong positive to emerge from the Oval Office, said Franz Cronier. Okay. So they're quoting Franz Cronier. This isn't much of a story. No, the story doesn't really say much of anything. So I don't know why Trump's retweeting it. So it really doesn't say anything. I just read through it. 2006, I drove a Ford 450 in Canada. Wow. Katie Hopkins, yep. I agree. I love BMW. Oh, Tarico, thank you for that. Sedgefield's here. What's going on, Sedgefield? How you doing there, man? Okay, can I contact you on WhatsApp? You may, Yuri. You may contact me. Thank you for asking. It's very considerate of you to do that. If you have a weird username, make sure you tell me it's you. No, Xavier, I'm not a big fan. The Daimler-Benz, not that special. I don't know why the huge attraction, the marquee, the whole thing with Mercedes. I mean, Mercedes just everyday cars in South Africa. They're everyday cars in Germany. Yeah. I mean, I don't dislike them, but I'm not going to go buy one. Yes, Odin Vikings. A lot of people drive BMWs do think they're on the road in South Africa. You're right. No, Holden Caulfield. The artificial intelligence doesn't explain all the the power plants that China's built. No, they built an average 350 coal-fired power plants for 15 years per year. 350 per year. 15 or 20 years they did that. Long before AI ever became an issue. They just didn't have any electricity. That's why they built them, and they have a lot of coal. Plus, they buy a lot of coal. That was my take on it too, Chris. Just wasn't sure. It's all over the news. Yeah, thank you, Odins. I appreciate that. Road Captain Kev, what's going on, man? BMW gives off gas that makes you a bad driver. Stefan, I don't think so. BMW just needs some turn indicators. Colonel, they will be excellent. Well, I always indicate my turn. It's estimated that Elon saved America almost $9 trillion. Americans' general wealth has increased and still increasing. Who estimated that, Tony? BMW is beautiful and comfortable, but here in South Africa, bakkies and big SUVs get you through the potholes. Well, that's true. Holden says vertical gardening is interesting. You need a 4x4 to drive in the snow. No, I drive in the snow with two-wheel drive. Actually, I have an all-wheel drive in my Chrysler, but my truck has four-wheel drive, and I keep it in. Well, is that staying four-wheel drive? Yeah, anyway, all-wheel drive. But I don't need. I can drive in two wheels. Cameron says, join late. All right, cool. No, guys, don't apologize unless you're rude. What's the main make of car driven in South Africa? There's a lot of them. Toyota's big. There's a lot of VWs, but it's hard to say. A lot of Chinese brands are flooding the market now. It's changing the balance of which cars. My family are the Vandenberger, Van Staden, Taljaard, Potgieter, Alberts, Blingnot, Afrikaans. My English family are the Brass. Inherited a Riley 2.65 Pathfinder. Okay. What is considered a weird username? Well, look at them. Taraco 00 Railways. Elizabeth has an unusual username. OBY Sedgefield Gem or Guard Route. That's a weird one. Just got SMS saying the merchant issued a refund my account. Refund will reverse initial debit. Okay. That's probably just fraud. Ignore it. Hey, Chris, can you maybe indicate which areas of the U.S. will be best to relay code to obtain work? I answered that question yesterday, Thea. It's the same question. That's from Garrett. We have coal-fired power plants all over the country. There's no best location for a coal-fired power plant, but they're diminishing. They're going away. Big thank you to your great, kind, spiritually passionate pioneer in what you do. Well, thank you for that, Craves. Heard the joke, what's the difference between a Beamer driver and a cow? I'm almost afraid to ask. Turn indicators are so boring. Keep them guessing. Did you perhaps receive my email? Golda Kruger, I don't know. It doesn't strike a bell. Is it under your name? Or is it under something else? Actually, if I just search for Golda, that'll be easier. I've received something. Yeah, okay, I've got your mail. What's this? Okay. Yeah, I don't know about the message you received. Okay, now, so where was that at? Let me see. You sent on the 3rd, which is yesterday. Okay. Why is it not showing up there? Oh, there. Okay, I found it. Okay. Yeah, I received your message, but I didn't see it. It's buried under about 400 other messages, so I had to search for it. But I wasn't expecting a message from you, so that's why. Yeah, so anyway, yes, I have received it. Guys, I get a lot of messages. I didn't ask for any of these messages, so I have to wade through them. It takes a lot of time. It's kind of hard to go through your messages when you spend your day paying your bills, doing 5 broadcasts, and preparing videos. So, but thank you for that, Golda. That estimate report will be for 4 years that Doge will be doing. Okay, but I don't think that how it's going to save. How are they going to save that kind of money? They only found 200 billion they could eliminate. So 200 billion over 4 years is not even $1 trillion. So I don't know when they would come up with 9 trillion. You're welcome, Golda. In China, most coal-fired power stations are small 2-turbine stations, not like 6-turbine power stations you'll find over South Africa. 10C Chappie, will you travel south anytime soon? I was just there, 10C Chappie. I left 2 weeks ago. What do you mean, why travel anytime soon? It depends. Let's see what happens this weekend at Loftus, and let's see what happens in Leinster. If Glasgow wins and the Bulls win, who knows? I might be back in South Africa. Monica, kids will love to meet you someday. Well, whereabouts are you at, Monica? You don't have to tell me the town, but what part of the country? Morning, congratulations, says Sandra. Thank you very much. Got to run earlier, Tad, today. Okay, NDK, take care. Can I please have your email? Where can I find it? It's on the channel. It's on the channel. But since you don't know how to find it, I will get it for you, unless one of the mods can post it very quickly. What's this? MP3 downloader? What's this? Oh, that's pretty cool. So, where's my email? It's not there. Where'd it go? There it is. It is here. Okay. See, this is why mods are supposed to do this and not me, because I have to go looking for it. It slows down the program. But there you go. I found it. There you go. Okay. By the way, if you send email to other email addresses, you don't get a response. Don't be surprised. I didn't ask you to send email to email that I don't publicize for people. So, pigs to feed. Okay. Take care. So think, Chris, your day must be very busy. I take a day or two to upload videos, work, house, cheap. I don't have a day or two to do that. I work 7 days a week. And everyone turns a blind eye to how carbon negative green energy really is. I don't. Green energy is a scam. When you factor in the total carbon output for manufacturing solar panels, it takes 10 to 12 years before you break even over burning coal. See, they don't include the exploration, the excavation of the minerals, the transportation of the minerals, the pollution produced in making it, the pollution produced in loading it and shipping it around the world, installation, all that life cycle. Solar panels don't even begin to break even until 10, 12 years. They don't tell you that. I know that. I've been saying it all along. But then again, I'm an energy industry analyst. Yep, it is a huge scam, Xavier. It is a massive scam. That's why I don't believe in solar panels. There are exceptions. In South Africa, where you can't count on Eskom, you need energy. You got plenty of sunlight. Fine, I get it. It's not because it's saving carbon. It's because it's providing electricity that you can't get otherwise. For me, I have solar panels not because I believe in them, and I didn't buy them. The scam is set up by the government. They interfere in the free market. I have to pay taxes on all my electric bill to pay for solar panels, which I didn't have. Then they come off the program, and that's what the purpose of the taxes were, to subsidize the installation of solar panels so that residential users in Pennsylvania are not drawing from the grid, reducing the demand, which means not to burn as much coal, which means less pollution. And so they were installed for free. I didn't do anything. I didn't have to get the approval from the homeowners association, from the township, or from the electric utility. None of them. I didn't install anything. I didn't pay for anything. The whole thing is insured. I just benefit from the fact that it's on my roof. I do have to pay a fee, which is basically paying off their loan, and it can go up 2.5% every year if they want, and they've raised it 2.5% each year, the bastards. But I have been breaking even. and essentially don't pay for electricity about half the year, even though they lied to me and said it was an 8 kilowatt system. It's only 6 kilowatts, bastards. Anyway, but let me take a look and see what I got today for solar power generation. So, but I don't believe in it. It's all a scam. So today I got 47.6 kilowatt hours. I burned an average of 17 kilowatt hours per day. So I banked 30 kilowatt hours today. It's pretty cool. And yesterday it was 44.3. The day before it was 48.7. So in June, I have 178 kilowatt hours in just 4 days. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I produced almost 4 megawatts this year off a small system of 20 panels on my roof. So yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but yeah. I don't think people realize how much time, effort, and energy that goes in the channel. We appreciate you so much. Thank you, Lynette. No, they don't. People don't appreciate it. Even people that like the channel don't appreciate the energy, the time, the drive. Tomorrow I'm interviewing a minister from Zimbabwe. Bet you don't even know that. And that's through a third party coordinated. Yep. And then Jack Miller on Friday. So yeah, no, I give so much of my life just for abuse from nasty people. There we go. All right, Xavier. Solar panels either without batteries can last through the night or worthless. Yeah, because unlike here where I don't need the solar panels because I have a reliable electric utility, I'm using power from the grid here. Okay, Stephen Orkia, take care. Oops, I just want to say I migrated. Good morning from the UK. I just wanted to say that I migrated over to your passionate rugby commentary of the week, and brilliantly done, sir. You should also consider racetrack calling. D. Beaumont, I don't know enough about horse racing to do that, although, it's pretty short. I suppose I could do it. On the outside furlong, here comes Sunny Delight. Sunny Delight followed by Gold Peak on the inside, moving ahead by 2 furlongs. And they come down the home stretch. It's Sunny Delight followed by Gold Peak. Gold Peak edging up on the outside. Here comes Gold Peak across the It's win by a nose. Gold Peak wins it. And it pays 75-1. Look at that. Gold Peak wins the Preakness race here in Baltimore. I suppose I could do that. I prefer nuclear. I prefer small modular nuclear reactors myself. Yep. Belinda. What's this about resigning, Belinda? What is this? Hey, Teresa, what's going on? Where's Belinda at here? Belinda says something about resigning. Michelle Mustard, welcome to you. Oh, yeah, Trump put travel restrictions. I'll talk about that. He put on 19 countries, 12 banned and 7 with restrictions. I don't see Belinda here, so I'm going to have to miss that. I guess Arctic caught that. There's not one South African with solar panels who did it for the environment. Yep, we did it because Escom's a joke. Exactly right. You don't have 20. You have 28 kilowatts. Wow. Is that generating? I only have 6 really. Imagine if I had 28. Man, I'd be making money big time. If the Bulls win and you get back to South Africa, don't miss the South African coast, the sardines. All right, Gideon. Rats on the 100,000. Thank you. Chris is on a roll. I wish. Believe bunch just realized kernel effort. Thank you very much, expat family. Last 4 December is some part of the city for 2 to 4 weeks. Zoo Cookie, welcome to you. Busy installing solar on my house. Town infrastructure dilapidated. With borehole we did 3 months ago. We're off grid. Cool. Maybe we need to find a way to reimburse that $400,000 Lindsay used on his hotel stay. What, Lindsey Graham? Do you have the name of the baby's always YouTube account? I do not, Nita DeVos. I do not. But we could look and see if she's created it already. It's pretty exciting stuff, huh? So it's Tracy. Let me see. Tracy. Come on. Tracy Lynn Olivera. Is that the one? That's not the right name. No. I don't have it. Hopefully we'll find it at some point. I'll let you know if I do. Oh, is this frozen? Looks like it's frozen. Yep. Okay. Pause and clause. May I suggest a scrolling message to broadcast that gives important messages? Oh, do you mean something like this? Is that what you mean, pause and clause? Those that appreciate what you do will always have your back. Those that just negativity should get on with their lives. Exactly. On nuclear, I recall vaguely a couple of decades ago, South Africa's punting small and safe pebble bed reactors because of Russia and Rosatom. Thank you, Tracy Olafari. That's what it is. Yeah. Let me try that. No, nothing there. I don't know what she's going to call it. So, anyway. Yeah, but that banner needs work. Okay, that doesn't want to work. Oh, come on. Stupid thing. All right. Cool. Now it's working. Okay, cool. 28 kW generating 65 kilowatt batteries. Wow, hard getting the wife to stop using a tumble dryer and oven at night. Oh, you have an Airbnb. Yeah, no, I got you, Milk, and I didn't know that. Okay. Culinary Pirates sent a newer one. Okay. Culinary Pirates is the author of that, by the way. Whoops, did I let that out? Sorry, Culinary Pirates. I didn't know if you want anonymity, but you outed yourself. Okay, why is it not here? Oh, there it is again. Okay. All right, let me try that now. See how that one looks. You don't need the ad in Indaba, Africa. Why'd you do that? It's just, no. That's, okay, I think you got it wrong. Hang on. Live now, subscribe and follow. Please do not type in all caps. Thanks for watching. Substack. I don't know. Does that work? Because it's indabaafrica.substack.com. If you come to Plettenberg Bay, you can come stay in it and watch the elephants. Okay. Well, thank you for that. Okay. All right, well, I received an email from somebody. It just told me that they're colored and they've sent in a statement of interest. So there you go. Media won't report that. Shannon says, just listen to the space about freedom. Great listen. If you haven't shared it, Chris, it's something people may want to listen to. Shannon, what are you talking about? The X thing we did earlier today? What do I think his next move is going to be between him? I don't know what his next move is going to be, Cameron. I've urged President Trump to take some action, but he doesn't know me. We had our own safe, reliable, then got trashed by carte blanche, and voila, the Russians show up the next year. Huh? What did Ramaphosa achieve with his trip to the White House? He hoodwinked South Africans. He got what he wanted. Large pets love the pet wheel for exercise. Slap a small joint around it. Tight your batteries. That's a good idea, Tony. Hi. I won't bug Chris with this. Maybe you can help. I could find 2 refugee interviews. At the end of the docs lady, there was a third. Oh, it's Betty in Indaba. You got to go to the Substack. Okay, I'll show you. IndabaAfrica.substack.com. Okay? So I can help you with that, Betty. You're not bugging me. Okay, hang on. Let me just find. We're just kind of answering these questions tonight anyway. So there's the Substack. U.S. Refugee Program offer for Afrikaners analysis videos. Okay, starting with the first one, the 14 frequently asked questions, and working our way down through the 47 videos and their interviews. Let's just start here. Okay, big warnings. Welcome Southern refugees. Big news. Okay, refugee program. Is it fair? Here it is. So this is Santana. Is that the one you're looking for? You found, the docs lady, you're looking for the third one. Okay, that's Yana Mariki. Okay, Yana Mariki. Let me see if I can find that one. Okay, no, it was after that, so I think it's the truth one. Yeah, so I didn't put down, let me see, I think it's this one.
Hello, folks, and welcome back. This is Chris in central Pennsylvania, back in the land of round doorknobs.
No, that's not it. Oh, yeah, here it is, right here. There you go. See, look, it even says Yana Mariki. So that's the one right there.
Hey folks, welcome back. This is Chris in Central Pennsylvania. Special feature for you again, an exclusive interview with two of the South African refugees who relocated to the United States. Now, in order to protect,
You can hear my voice all broken up there. It was rough.
their identity because they have concerns, I've described them as safe in America now on your screen. That's not their actual name. And both of them, I'm using pseudonyms to address them. My guests tonight are Jan and Mariki, who are somewhere in the United States. And let me explain why we're protecting their identity. Of course, they have folks that they're concerned about back in South Africa, and the irresponsible conduct of a media who's intent on doxing and harming people for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, I got you, Betty. Thank you for asking. That's an easy one here. Guys, I mean, for some reason, people are getting the thing that they're irritated for asking questions. Apologies. You don't have to ask a question, but just don't take offense if I say I've already answered the question. I mean, it's only fair when I've just answered. But no one had asked that question recently, Betty. So that's why did these South Africans flee to America? That was the 19th of May. So right after I got back. So I haven't done any interviews since Thea's second interview, which was now... No, I did Santana. It was the last one. It was 24th of May. So it's been going on some time now. So they just, most of them begged off. They don't want to do it anymore. So, but Thea has some good news and she wants to tell people. So we're waiting. Fred says something must be wrong. No, nothing's wrong. The currency traders are trying to artificially prop up the rand. It won't last. Eskom, the only utility company in the world that begs you to not use their services and charges you for your solar panels that they have nothing to do with. Congratulations, 100,000. Well done, says Colleen. You're very welcome. What do you mean trade through London and not New York? Trade what? Currency? Anyway, oh gosh. So let's get to Trump and the, let me find the countries, because I had the message earlier. I was on the radio when I carried it out, or covered it. So, where's it at here? Here you go. After reviewing the report described in subsection D of this section, and after accounting for the foreign policy, national security, and counterterrorism objectives of the United States, I've determined to fully restrict and limit the entry of nationals from the following 12 countries: Afghanistan, Burma, Chad, Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. I've determined to partially restrict or limit the entry of nationals of the following 7 countries: Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. And he gives reasons why. He explains each of them, each country. Eritrea, yep. Haiti, Iran, Somalia. Somalia lacks a competent or cooperative central authority for issuing passports or civil documents and does not have appropriate screening and vetting measures. Stand apart from other countries is the degree to which the government lacks command and control of its territory. Okay. The entry of the United States of nationals of Somalia as immigrants and non-immigrants is hereby fully suspended. Yep. Burundi. According to the overstay report, Burundi had a B1, B2 visa overstay rate of 15% and FM and J visa overstay rate of 17%. Entry of the United States of national Burundi's immigrants and its non-immigrants is hereby suspended. And it doesn't suspend all visas, just suspends certain categories. Yep. Sierra Leone, according to the overstay report, Sierra Leone had a B1, B2 overstay rate of 15% and a visa overstay rate of 35%. So these people are screwing everyone else by illegally staying in America. Togo, overstay rate of 19% and an overstay rate of 35%. Yep. This is brilliant. I got to do a video on this. Trump is absolutely brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. Long overdue, ladies and gentlemen. We've been getting abused for decades by incompetent U.S. administrations that allow this garbage to happen. Trump is taking control of our sovereignty, and it's about time. June 4th, 2025. So excited to see this happening. These countries will either get their act together or their nationals will never come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candidates for mayor of New York, and they're all reprobates. Not one decent human being amongst them. Jeez. Wow. 10 days before the election. Not one good person amongst them. Oops, hang on. Hang on, I saw something here. My article did make it for D-Day. That's my fault. My article didn't get run. Okay. Okay, yep, sorry about that, folks. Hats off to all the mods out there. Yeah, a lot of hard work by mods. A couple states that have no capital gains taxes. The U.S. is moving in the correct direction. Not fast enough. Congrats, 100,000, says MJ. Thank you for that. Vilma Rasmus has to go. Well, if people are too scared to do an interview, they'd rather stay and be murdered. I mean, I don't know what to tell them. We were predicting 25 Rand a dollar by now. I guess I can't quit my job. Yes, Ilyana Omar's still punting some money because she needs to be deported. Need some advice, okay? An employer who is willing to sponsor us with green cards, or should we stick with refugee application? Well, Clarence, are they 10-year green cards? I mean, you can try both. I mean, the green card may take some time. You might get refugee status in the meantime. I mean, that's, a statement of interest doesn't mean you've accepted the program or you're even in the program. It just means you're interested. So what harm is there in sending us interested? Do it. Do you think USA is a safer place to live currently in the... Oh, yes. Yes. 10-cent chappy. Yes. I don't mind saying it all, 10-cent chappy. The U.S. is much safer than the European Union. Have you seen what's happening in the UK? What's happening in Ireland? What's happening in Germany? I mean, they gang rape German 12-year-old girls. And then German judges say, well, they didn't know it was illegal. Of course you know it's illegal. Rape is illegal in every country in the world. You can't rape girls. You can't rape minor girls. It's a sick country. And then a German woman complains on social media about convicted rapists being allowed to go free. And she's imprisoned for 3 years for insulting their dignity. You can't make this stuff up. Europe isn't safe. It's gone. It's gone. Thanks for all your hard work. Thank you, Cameron. I hope we answered your questions. Thank you for sharing your cerebral palsy story. Yeah, the government subsidized solar, and now they're penalizing people they subsidized. Yeah, D-Day's in 48 hours. Well, the article didn't fit in the paper this week, so the email that came in says she wants to run it next week. It's better than never. But I will be using the article that I wrote to speak at the Veterans Organization Friday night. Any updates, arrangements between USA and USA? Nope, no updates on the tariffs. Continue the MAGA movement in 2023. Yeah, I could continue it. Thank you, Butterfly Kisses. She can take her brother love with you. Yeah. Gene says, well done, thank you. Currently, you're aware of the NASA site in Hermanus. I found this very interesting. I'm not aware of a NASA site. I don't know what NASA is, NASA. You mean NASA, do you mean National Aeronautical Space Administration, NASA? I don't know what NASA is. I'm not aware of anything in Hermanus. I am aware of the Square Kilometer Array, which has to do with NASA. Also, I think Longabon is authorized for NASA aircraft to land, if I'm not mistaken. My soul of the good Lord, Sun government. Okay. Randy Nate's up in the mountains, says Vlam. Okay. I meant interviews after leaving. Lynette, I don't know what you said, how we got there. Okay. Would anyway, only do it to inform, reassure. Well, that's the whole purpose of it, Lynette, doing the interviews, is to reassure people, give them confidence. Gosh, my eyes are starting to go. I can't see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yes, because I know he'll keep us anonymous. Yes, if people want to be anonymous, I'll keep you anonymous. Oh, interviews. Oh, you're talking about, okay, I misunderstood, Lynette. I thought you were talking about interviews to do the refugee program. You're talking about interviews to come on my program. Yeah, I got you. No, I think you're right about that. And they should be. I mean, like I said earlier, folks, I read to you earlier in the earlier broadcast today. Let me see. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so one of the refugees, someone purporting to be a New York Times reporter, showed up at their house after stalking their neighborhood, that their minor child came to complain about a lady constantly walking up and down. And then when the spouse stepped out of the house to take a call, she was approached. And when she refused to answer the question from the lady, who was claimed to be a New York Times journalist, the journalist asked a minor child if she will speak to her. Now, that's illegal. The daughter called me and asked her where she got her address. She just stated that just by luck, no one gave it, and asked if I wished to speak to her. And I said, no, you can leave our yard. Yep, that's what's going on, folks. That's what's going on. Unbelievable. 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 Yep. So these are so-called reporters harassing refugees in America. They have no respect for people's dignity or their safety. Feeling a bit conflicted with Elon relationship, especially Elon's criticism. Hoping this is not sour relations. I'm not convicted at all, Bev in Amsterdam. Not at all. Elon Musk is doing what's right for America. And he's not conflicted with Trump. It's with Mike Johnson. Those afraid of the interview or want to whine about pets, complain about real thing, please let me take your spot, says Jason Barnard. Linus Sands in from Windhoek. How's it going, man? That high altitude, you probably are cold. Siobhan Bronkhorst, congratulations. Thanks for your work. You're very welcome. Thank you for that. 6-hour difference between us and your South Africa and yourself. Yes, Tom, that's correct. It's 12:23 in the morning. It is. And when Brockenfell goes down and Senecal goes down and the Vitkreuz Monument and the bikers rally and you guys are doing that 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm up all night long doing live coverage. Yep. And sometimes it's 7 hours difference. Tony doesn't give advice. It's slippery slope. Exactly. Maybe a good time to buy dollars. I missed most of the show, but we'll catch up. Congrats again. Thank you very much, Rakes. And it's 11:23 here. Oh, that's because you're in the Central Time Zone. It's after midnight, Colonel. We really love your kindness and time. Please have a little rest. Yeah, no, it's probably time for that. We're coming up an hour and a half here. So this is the lowest turnout on one of these shows this week since I restarted them. Just 1,297 viewers so far. And we're short of the 400 plus we had the past few nights. Okay. 10-cent Chappie. Okay. Yeah, I have to make a video on President Trump's suspending travel. That's going to be huge. Yep. South Africans probably thought it was going to be South Africa. But I'd rather do that in the morning when I'm fresh instead of doing it tonight because I'm kind of tired. But by then, a million other people will have put videos out. Sorry, just getting the eyelash out of my eye. Oh, thank you. South African National Space Agency in Hermanus. Yeah, exactly. That's not a NASA program. Thank you. Guess we're running out of refugee questions. Took 120 days. No, it didn't. They're still coming. Disillusioned female priest in the American Anglican Church says she tried to defend not helping South Africans, but everyone else on earth, she knew nothing. She's an idiot. Well, recently in Pretoria, titled Round Post Science is Jewish Malema. Didn't see that. Not a happy campers here. I live in Australia. Dollars, live on rands. Chris, will the rand crash to the US dollar? There's a good chance of it, Patrick. Krista says, congratulations. Sounds like the Ivans are going to start destroying in earnest. Well, really? I didn't hear that. Didn't hear that. Man in the mirror saying it's time to pay the man. Okay. Sorry you got to go to the funeral. That sucks. You needed to laugh about North Dakota. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're still stuck with Barack Hussein Obama's idiotic insurance scam, which has ruined our healthcare in this country. Steampunk, thank you very much. And Nick Groves. How's it going, Nick? All right, guys. So, yeah. Yeah, so. Need more Trumps in the world. Oh, there's that damn bunny again. Oh, he's celebrating the 100,000 subscribers. Maybe you should watch The Fifth Element, Tony. 100,000 subs. Thank you guys so much for it. It's really awesome. And the bugger off bunny. Isn't Mzansi News a satire site? Our historic connection with Desmond Tutu could name one South African leader or current event. Yeah, it's because she's an idiot. These people are stupid. And the clergy are among the worst. Look at this guy, this Baptist minister or whatever, this evangelical came over. We'll get to know U.S. car guards. Trying to pick your hand is as good as wondering if you'll win the lottery. Exactly. So now that you're 100,000, can we get the bikini girl to help with the news? I think so. I think it's time. Let me see. You've seen 100,000. Well, watch The Saint with Val Kilmer. That's a good choice. Let me do this. Let's see. Let me find. Okay. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Well, that's not working out very well. Okay, so this is just for Arctic. Elisma Janssen van Rensburg just gave 35 rand. Thank you, man. The Saint, interesting movie choice. It is. Yeah. Do you believe in this cold fusion mumbo jumbo? So this one's for Arctic. Okay. So Arctic is, asking for. He's got personal request here, so we're trying to satisfy Arctic's needs. So Arctic, here you go. That's for you. Okay. How's that? Does that work? Does that work? Personally, I don't like saline, but just saying. And I don't like bleachy blonde. I don't know. How about that? Well, I'm not talking about The Saint with Roger Moore. I'm talking about The Saint with Val Kilmer. Okay. Is this better, Arctic? Yeah, I don't care for the saline bags. Every one of these are fake. Good Lord. Every one of them. Let's try to find some natural ones here. Okay, that's natural, but there's nothing there. So I know it's natural. Actually, no, that's inflated too. She gets small and that's inflated. That's sad. Huh. No, these are all fake. Every one of them are fake. Yeah, he was incredible as the Saint. It was a great movie. Shane Botha, thank you for the 35 rand super chat. Taking that bikini off is going to be very expensive. Yeah, it's still fake. Bertie Karen Fenta. That's all AI. That's not AI. That's saline. Do you see the citizen concerned woman was attacked by black racists where they called her a what? No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Wow, we attacked. She was attacked on her channel or something like that. No, it's the low information people. They're ignorant, and that's why they do stuff like that. So tomorrow's a new day. It's Thursday. I need a haircut. So haircut, maybe a beard trim. I say tomorrow, but it's actually today. Ray Cordier says, good morning from the South Coast, KZN. Hello to you. All right, guys, that's going to do it. 1:30. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, those of you with me, because those of you stayed were here for a good while, but not a lot of people showed up, so thanks. I need to get some rest. See you guys tomorrow. I got Well, later today, in 9.5 hours, I've got an interview. So, and I got to prep. This is one I have to prep for because I haven't interviewed anybody in Zimbabwe, even though I know Zimbabwe. All right. So, walk in from the right side instead of the left. I do walk in from the right side. Oh, you like this from Mahdi's? And look who's back here. He's from Mahdi's too. Okay. Hair is past my shoulders. Okay. Tony, that's a long hair. All right, that's going to do it, guys. Y'all take care. Sleep well. Or, well, have a good day, not sleep well. I'm the one who has to sleep well. Except those in the States may need to sleep well, too. And that's it. Cheers, everybody. Thanks. Be sure to hit the like button before you go. Thanks a lot.